Fighters 1,300. And at the Rhode Island Fighters Robb Center. Since then, he's already moved up to number 25 on the list. Please give a word of congratulations to our number 1 Great Husband.
Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Darrell, Owens, Robb Johnson. We are here, LegacyMaker Sports Network. Right now, they're getting ready for the national anthem. Me and Robb will be back here in just a second. Hope that you all enjoy the broadcast. Right now, they're honoring Grace Townsend, who scored her 1,000th career point the other day, Robb.
Yeah, she's a great player. You know, she can make the shot. She can assist the ball, play really good defense. She's a great player, and she deserves it, honestly.
Yeah, so we're going to be back here in just a little bit. National anthem about to come up here from the Robins Center. And myself and Robb Johnson will be back to bring you the coverage of tonight's game.
Tonight, our opening artist from Dayton, Virginia, Ellis Williams. Thank you. All right. Running the ball.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, LegacyMaker Sports Network. It's your boy, Darrell Owens, alongside the man, the myth, and the legend, Robb Johnson, the prophet, ladies and gentlemen, is back in the building. It is so good to have you back here with me, Robb, as we bring you tonight's broadcast. First off, we've got the Dayton Flyers coming into this one 8-9. A team that we thought that was going to be really good this season. Some struggle so far. What are you seeing from the Dayton Flyers?
I see Dayton. They're a long team. They're a team that's 8-9, but they're, like I said, they're long. They can shoot the basketball. And when you talk about the players they have on their team, when you look at Maria Perez, who we talked to in the offseason, especially when you talk about how lengthy she is, she's averaging almost 13 points per game. She's doing a lot of good things for her team. She's averaging 7.8 points per game. And you have Arena Smith, who's averaging 10.2 points per game. It's a team that has not a lot of holes, but they're coming to a Richmond team that's 16-3, and they're very good.
Yeah, and that's going to be the thing tonight that we're going to see. Will they be able to handle the business? Now, on the Spiders front, 16-3, and they've been on fire. Their only losses, Villanova, Duke, and Michigan State. Some of the pretty big names out there in women's college basketball. What are you seeing from this Richmond women's team that we've never seen since we have been covering this team?
Well, when you look at Grace Townsend, when you look at Maggie Dugan, They have the ability to take over a basketball game. And I mean that literally because last week when they were playing Massachusetts, they had some doldrums. But late in the game, Townsend was able to get those good assists, Dugan, and then you look at some of the bench players. I believe they had almost over 30 points in bench points last week against Massachusetts. So it's very critical that their bench plays well today, and they have to be physical. If Richmond is physical, they will win this game by at least 10 points today.
Well, that's what we're going to see here. Starting lineup for Dayton. Vanessa Jones, number 3, 8.5 points a game. Ivy Wolf, 12.6 points per game, leading the team in scoring. Ariana Smith, averaging a double-double right now, 10.2 points per game, 11.3 rebounds. Shannon Wheeler, 5.2 points per game, and Maria Perez, 7.9 points per game and 6.4 rebounds per game for Dayton. For Richmond, Grace Townsend, 12.8 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, 4.8 assists. Katie Hill does a little bit of everything for this team. Maybe a silent hero at times. Siobhan Ryan, one of the best three-point shooters in this conference, definitely on this team, averaging 7.5 points per game. Addie Budnick, 11.1 points per game with 4 rebounds and 2.4 assists. And Maggie Dugan.
And let me say something about her, what I'm really impressed by. When you look at Richmond, as a team, they do everything well. They rebound, they assist, they steal the ball. And when you look at Addie Budnick, 2.3 blocks per game. That is going to be so critical, my friend, coming in today's game because I don't care what Dayton's record is. I don't care that Dayton is 8-9 on the season. When it comes to March and you have to possibly play them in the first round of the NCAA tournament or the second round, referring to Richmond and VCU, who are at the top of this conference right now, you're going to have to deal with a team that's going to be playing hard because this Dayton team, Darrell, they are not going to be like this forever, and we know that.
No, but most definitely. And we got a chance talk to Coach Williams Jeter in the off season, right before the season started. She's got a great pedigree, UConn bred, so she knows what she needs in the
WNBA draft top 10.
That's right. So you're going to see all of that, and I think eventually this program's going to get back on their feet. Losing Shauna Green was tough a couple of years ago, going to Illinois, but hey, we got a chance to see her regroom this Dayton team.
Yeah, and I'll just say this real quick for the tip-off. Maria Perez has to have a huge game.
Agreed, 100%. So here we go. The Flyers get things started here, and we'll see how they do. Ivy Wolf leading the team in points right now, has control of the basketball, gives it over to Jones. And Jones looks over in the corner for Wheeler. And Wheeler back to Ivy. And we got a traveling violation.
And as you see, Darrell, as we talked about, that 2-3 zone could be very effective before the game. That 2-3 zone they were using right there kept Dayton out of the paint. So that's going to be forced. That's going to force them to shoot 3-point shots or shoot high percentage baskets all day.
Grace Townsend up the floor here, getting things going here for the Spiders. Dugan over to Katie Hill, being guarded by Wheeler.
Nice move.
Oh, nicely done. And we got a rebound there by Jones.
Yeah, she did a good job there spinning, but just could not convert there.
So Wolf now has possession. Over to Smith, trying to get inside to Perez, but Katie Hill is there to knock it away. That's
what I'm saying, Darrell. You look at Richmond from the outside, you think this team is not the most biggest athletic team I've ever seen, but they are very physical. So you're going to have to bring your lunch. Maggie Dugan is no joke in that paint.
And that's the thing about Richmond. You never know who's going to go off.
Yeah.
Who's going to be that person.
Yeah.
And a rebound by Hill here as the Spiders take control. Still looking for that first basket in this contest as Katie Hill brings the ball up the floor. Straight to the basket against Perez with the left. It doesn't go. Now Budnick with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, but you look at Perez down the court. She's got to make those shots if Dayton has any chance to win this game today.
Ryan looking, corner for Budnick. She pump fakes, goes inside, gets into a little bit of trouble there, and then she kicks it out to Dugan. Now Dugan's still trying to work against Wheeler here. She can't get it to go, and a great rebound by Smith.
The defense early is excellent. Oh, great, almost steal there, but great defense early by each team. You can tell by each team's demeanor that they know this is going to be a defensive game.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one throughout, and you can just tell the vibe early is going to be high pace, and it's going to be a fun one here from the Robins Center.
Nice screen there.
So Wolf will give it over to Smith. Smith on the wing gives it to Jones. Jones looking inside to Perez, and a traveling violation against Perez.
Something I'm saying early that would really worry me if I'm Dayton. They're not wanting to take the shot. They want to get inside. They want to be physical. But if they can't make or get these shots, it's going to be trouble.
It is. And if they got to find a way early And so far, both teams trying to get that first point. Townsend's three is not good, but Perez with the 6-3 body.
I didn't like that shot. She needed to get a better shot there.
Good job there by Perez, able to get using her body to get the rebound there. Now Wolf back to Perez.
That 2-3 zone is really effective right now. It is really confusing Dayton. They don't know what to do.
Wheeler over to Wolf, trying to get inside to Perez. And good block
that
there
is a
by
beautiful
Budnick.
block. Beautiful, beautiful block. This 2-3 zone, I'm going to say it again, is really confusing Dayton. Dayton is going to have to, if they don't have players on the floor that can shoot the ball, they're going to have to get somebody from the bench to get on there. On a very small bench, only 3 players, by the way. Richmond is loaded.
Yes, and Budnick has been one of the best shot blockers in the country in the last couple of years. So
not just Dayton, but the country.
And the crazy thing about it, she never jumps.
Yeah.
Never jumps. Here comes Townsend up the floor. She's got Budnick, speaking of. And no.
Oh, can't call it because she didn't make it, but that was a good pass there.
That was a great pass.
Yeah.
Inside here goes Jones, and still looking for the first basket. We're 7 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first period. Almost 2 minutes, Rob. No basket from either team.
Yeah, they're going to have to get together, but this favors Richmond, in my opinion, because Dayton just is afraid to shoot the ball right now, honestly.
Budnick will give it over to Ryan on the far wing. And to Dugan. Dugan being guarded by Smith. Handed off to Budnick for 3. Knocks it down.
Good.
Addie Budnick gets on the board.
Just talked about her before the game. She is dangerous.
The crazy
out of Highland Park, Illinois. She is dangerous.
And the crazy thing about it this year about Budnick is she's had to take a step back.
Yeah.
Dugan is taking over the role as being that lead scorer, but Budnick is still productive.
When you're a great team, there's nothing that is referred to as taking steps back. You just become a better teammate. Could we have one? No. We almost had another I can't even say it. I don't want to jinx him.
he's still waiting for the right one.
Waiting for the right time to say it.
So we got 3-0 lead, Spiders. 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first period. Dayton has the basketball as Adriana Smith will bring the ball at the floor. Gives it to Wheeler. Over to Wolf. Wolf will find Jones in the corner. Left side for Perez. Rob, they look like they're trying to get Perez going, but the Spiders' defense is all over.
And that's the problem. They have such small bench length right now. Perez, really good player, but I don't know what's going on with her right now. 7.9 points per game is not what we thought that she would have right now. So she's got to get together. They're going to have to shoot the ball. That's just bottom line. They're going to have to shoot the ball and get some confidence in their shot. Oh, nice move. Beautiful.
Grace Townsend is special. 5-0 Spiders, but what a pick by Dugan.
Out of Midlothian, Virginia.
Yep, Midlow in the building. 5-0. Wolf.
Oh, that defense is impeccable.
Inside to Perez, or at least at the top of the elbow for the press. Gets inside to Smith, and Dayton gets on the board.
That right there is something that Richmond cannot do. They have to continue to play their defense the way they're playing it, because you do not want Dayton to get inside and get confident. Because what is it? Almost 4 minutes before they scored. Oh no, after 4 minutes 10 seconds before they scored their first basket. You have got to be effective against this team and not let them get inside like that. That was a misassignment there.
So far, the Spiders have been pretty good at it, but
yeah,
finally Dayton got through. 5-3.
Yeah.
5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first period. And Dayton finally getting on the board, and the Spiders hold on to an early 2-0 lead.
Both teams using that 2-3 zone, but that's a nice pass. Certified dime. That was a beautiful pass, finding the player in the middle there.
Good job there. Townsend finding Dugan for the jump shot from the free throw line. 7-3 Spiders. As you see, Jones driving to the basket with the right hand. And, a charging foul is called.
Wow. That's questionable. But hey, at the end of the day, Richmond's ball, and we'll respect the ref's call. But that was looked like it was a foul. Honestly, I wouldn't even call it a foul on that. I thought it was just a great move to the basket, but hey,
I agree 100%.
It is what it is.
So we see Rachel Ostrom enter the game, as well as Faye Parker, the 6'4" center for the Spiders.
Yeah, Rachel's dangerous. I mean, her impact could be huge for this Richmond team. They cannot let off on her. You can't do that if you're Dayton. Can't do it. But just more effort right now. Look at the effort. She got it.
Great
my goodness.
move by Ryan.
Wow.
Here comes Dayton. And we've got Jones bringing the ball up the floor here for the Flyers. Over to Wheeler in the corner. Back to Jones at the top, being guarded by Townsend. They used the Perez pick. Wasn't a good pick if you ask me, but they have Wolf shoot the jumper. No good. Dugan with the rebound.
Yeah, don't make the pass. Don't make that pass. Certified dime. I said don't make it, but guess what she did? She threaded a certified dime.
And right off the bat, Rachel Ostrom comes in, gets 2 points. Then on the other end, knocks the ball away to get the steal. The Spiders are up 9-3 with 4 minutes and 35 seconds as we enter the media timeout, Rob.
Right now, if you ask me, Dayton is living very dangerously. And what I mean by that is that they have an opportunity to get blown out early. They have got to start converting. They've had open shots. They've had opportunities to make open shots, but they're not confident in their shot. And when you're a basketball player, you're not confident in your shot, and you're just trying to do a certain thing that you've always done, you're not going to be able to do it. And Dayton's trying to get the ball inside, but Richmond's defense is so good. As I told you before, Darrell, this team's may not look like they're as physical as they are, but you go in that middle, you're going to feel it.
Exactly, 100%. Spiders with a 9-3 lead, 4 minutes and 35 seconds. We'll be back here in just a second on the Legacy Maker Sports Network from the Robinson.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let us help safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated, experienced professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Our expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. Make sure you check out Rita Stewart and Legacy Financial Wellness. You can reach Rita at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters and Tea, on the World Wide Web at LegacyFinancialWellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, and by email at rita.stewart@5ringsfinancial.com. Also being brought to you by Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC. You can reach Dr. Demetria Bates at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or at 804-608-9202.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Robbins Center. Little update for all the Richmond fans out there. The men's team got a 69-64 victory over Davidson today. King had 22 points with 2 rebounds and 2 assists for the Spiders in their win today over Davidson.
Yeah, Richmond Spiders playing some really good basketball. We're going to have Richmond and VCU upcoming in February, so that's going to be special. Getting to this game, as we said, Darrell, before we went to commercial break, and thank you to all our great sponsors. And if you want to sponsor Legacy Maker Sports Network, just get with us, and we will make that dream come true. But Maggie Dugan, with already having 2 assists, as we said, I'm going to continue to say it throughout the game. Dayton is living very dangerously. As you see, they've already made some adjustments. I believe that's number 50 is in the game.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, still in the first quarter here with 4 minutes and 35 seconds. The media timeout is over. And right now, early 6-point lead for the Spiders. We've seen Dayton trying to get Perez going, but it hasn't worked so far.
And we do have a substitution. Number 50 is in the game.
The number 50, Fila.
Honestly, Darrell, her name doesn't even matter right now. You know the only thing matters to Dayton right now? They need to get confident. No names on the back of the jerseys. They don't even have names on the back of the jerseys. It doesn't even matter. They need to get some confidence, man, because they're not showing any confidence right now. The turnovers so far have been bad.
Tafiala is now in the game here for Dayton. She's 6'4". Look how tall, the length that she's bringing in, and the presence that she brought in. They bring her right in against Parker to kind of bring some type of disturbance here for the Richmond Spiders. Ryan for 3, knocks it down.
Too easy. If they're gonna play defense like that, they might as well go back to Ohio.
Siobhan Ryan has been absolutely amazing so far this season from the 3-point line. one of the best, if not the best, in the Atlantic 10 so far this season. She has been absolutely amazing for the Richmond Spiders.
Definitely, but at the same time, look, another steal there.
Here comes Alstrom looking. She's got Dugan. Great ball movement over to Ryan on the wing. They give it back to Dugan in the corner, being guarded there. And Parker's shot doesn't go, but she's battling there between Perez and Fiala.
I mean, that was a great steal. There.
Stolen by almost got it. And there it is, violation.
Yep.
Great job there by Grace Townsend.
Grace Townsend, but also Rachel, man. Let me tell you something, guys. Rachel is such a great ball. I'm not going to say great yet, but she's really such a good ball player. Her energy she brings to this basketball team. As you see Maria Perez going to the bench for Dayton. Just nothing working for the Lady Flyers right now.
Yeah, and they still trying to get things going as Richmond has a 9-point lead. And they're not cruising early, but they're definitely in a good spot.
Oh, no. They're cruising. They're cruising. They're definitely cruising because when I'm so used to this Dayton team in the past being able to swing the ball, shoot the ball from three-point land, make perimeter shots, there's just no confidence right now. There's just and you have to understand why. You have such a short bench. Look at their bench compared to Richmond's. I mean, it's wild.
7-0 run right now for the Spiders. 4 turnovers in the last 2 minutes and 47 seconds for Dayton. And they're on a 2-minute and 47-second scoring drought. And that ball's coming.
Looks like another turnover. No effort. I don't think they even. I'm not gonna say it doesn't look like they want to be here, but it's like sometimes you come into a game, you almost feel like you're defeated in a sense. You're playing such a good Richmond team, a team that is going to scrap. If you're not ready to scrap, you are not going to be able to hang on this basketball court. End of story. You better be ready to scrap because this is a scrappy group, and they are coached very well.
Yeah, and I don't know right now, Dayton just hasn't been in it. And the Spiders are looking as confident as ever as they go to Budnick for 3. Knocks it down. Addie Budnick with the 3.
They're going to have to show up at 2-3 zone. It's not working on their side right now.
6 points for Budnick, 15-3. Dayton has not been able to get anything going offensively. Wolf has the ball at the top, and another offensive foul.
Yeah, exactly. When I look at Dayton right now, their only hope is to get Wolf going, because we know how good Wolf is. We know what she can do, but now she's headed to the bench, and she's really their only production is real production as far as shooting. 385 percentage. Everybody else is not that good from 3-point land, so they lose a lot with Wolf going to the bench.
Well, Townsend shooting a 3 of our own, and that one goes over the rim, out of bounds, and it will be Flyer basketball.
Even with the score 15-3, I like to see Grace do more facilitating. I know that she can score, but facilitate. The floor is wide open right now in that 2-3 zone that Dayton's running. Take your time. You don't have to rush it. You're up by 12 points.
So Dayton now with the ball, down by 12. As we see Jones trying to get something going. We'll hand it off to Smith. Back to Jones. Look like they're still trying to find a way to get Perez the ball. And
another turnover. And you know what the funny part is? If you look at Richmond, Richmond is so cerebral. Did you see what they did? Did you see what they did? They were in a 1-3-1 and switched back to the 2-3 zone on the fly. Do you understand just how impressive you have to be to do that? I mean, it's basketball, so it's easy for them, but they're just confusing Dayton right now.
Here's the bad thing right now for Dayton. 10 turnovers.
Yes.
First period.
Yes.
They're on pace to have 40 turnovers in this game.
We know that's not going to happen, but still, 10 in the first, and there are so many holes right now.
So Alstrom driving in, using her body. She couldn't get it to go, and a rebound by Smith.
If you think about it, Richmond should have at least 23 points by now. Another turnover. Wow. When is the last time you could say a Dayton team had this many turnovers in a first quarter?
I don't think I've seen it.
This is wild.
I don't think I've seen it.
This is wild.
It's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating for Coach, and we know she has a standard. We know that. It has to be disappointing for her right now. And then look at that. Look at that. People are just running open. Look at that. No fight. She had the ability. She had the ball in her hand, and Richmond's defender just came up and just swiped it off. That should have been a transition for Dayton. But no, you can see the scrappiness of Richmond.
Yeah, and it's such a different feel as we see Torrin Rogers.
And look at that,
into the game.
and the ball stays with Richmond because of that scrappiness.
So Rogers comes in the game. Van Arsdale, former Hampton Pirate, is in the game for the Spiders as well. And we've got another. That's a third offensive foul.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm gonna tell you what.
This early in this game,
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
And so 3 offensive fouls right off the bat. The Spiders currently on a 10-0 run in the last 4 minutes and 49 seconds, and we have not ended the first quarter.
Look at that defense. Look at that defense, man.
And so Perez, and you got Perez at the top here trying to drive inside and nothing going there.
That's going to be Richmond's ball.
And
that should be Richmond's ball. That was out on Perez. That was out on Dayton. That was definitely out on Dayton.
And they're gonna let it stay with Dayton. So
wow,
Dayton will keep the basketball.
I wish they could challenge. That definitely would have been Richmond's ball.
34 seconds left in the period. As Jones has it at the top end, guarded by Van Arsdale. Perez tries to get the pick there. They drive inside and trying to get points. And Alstrom with a block. Van Arsdale leading the pace. Gives it back to Alstrom.
Nice pass.
See Alstrom over to Van Arsdale. Being guarded there by Jones.
Oh, she got her.
Oh, nice.
She got her.
The reverse doesn't go her way. And a rebound by Jones. 4 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
3 seconds on the clock. She shoots it up, and it's going to be short. And that is the end of the first period. With the score, the Richmond Spiders 15, the Dayton Flyers 3. And Rob, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit
I hope
surprised.
you'll be honest with me.
I'm being honest
but
with
are you sure you want to really be honest with me about this first half, about this first quarter?
This is not what I expected.
How many turnovers does Dayton have?
Well, right now, we have 11 turnovers for Dayton to Richmond's 3.
And what's the score?
It is 15-3.
12-point lead after the first. And honestly, it should have been worse. Dayton cannot shoot. The thing is, Ivy Wolf is their only hope right now to get back to this basketball game. Again, we look at 3-point percentages. Hers is 385, 301. You look at the rest of the stars: 301, 179, 100, and 0. Maria Perez shoots 0% from 3-point land.
And the struggles have been really real here.
In today's game, if you cannot shoot from the perimeter, if you cannot shoot the 3-point shot, we'll continue to say this. And again, do I look at Dayton and say, oh, they're just so horrible? No, they don't have a bench. This team is very thin. They're going to have to get some transfers in the offseason. I'm already looking towards offseason, but there's going to be an offseason. Unless we see something here in these next 3 quarters, there will be an offseason very soon. Because it's just not looking good.
It looks like there are only eight total for this Flyers team.
Yeah.
So right now, we'll see how things go. We'll be back here in just a second for the second quarter here on the LegacyMaker Sports Network.
And take a time out to
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let us help safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated, experienced professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Our expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. Make sure you check out Rita Stewart and Legacy Financial Wellness. You can reach Rita at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters and T, on the World Wide Web at LegacyFinancialWellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, and by email at rita.stewart@5ringsfinancial.com. Also being brought to you by Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC. You can reach Dr. Demetria Bates at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or at 804-608-9202. Hustle.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, second quarter about to get underway here from the Robins Center. It's a 15-3 game. It has been all Richmond Spiders There was one point when the score was 5-3, and I thought, okay, maybe things were kicking up for Dayton, and it hasn't quite done that yet. As Perez will take the ball out here for Dayton. They have the basketball. Wolf is back in the contest, and Van Arsdale is guarding her as they have given Townsend a little bit of a break here.
Yeah, well, as we said, going to the break here, this quick first quarter, after the first quarter, Wolf is going to have to get this team going.
It's a great effort by Van Arsdale.
Oh, my God, yes.
She tipped the ball right to Ostrom. And Van Arsdale to Ostrom.
They better get on her.
And a rebound there by Smith.
They are living dangerously. They are allowing Richmond to do things that they should not allow them to be doing right now.
Smith has 4 rebounds.
Look at that, open. She was open. She could have shot it, but they just don't have the confidence.
Wheeler over to Perez. Perez still trying to get going. It has not been her way. They give it to Wheeler in the corner. Back to Wolf at the top.
Wolf is going to have to shoot that. She's got it.
And is that another off? Okay, there's not. It is, and another offensive foul.
That's amazing.
So that's the 4th offensive foul that we've seen.
Hey, look, man.
In less than 10 minutes.
Listen. Coach is going to have to get a tech here soon. She's got to fire her team up. Dayton's coach is going to have to get a tech soon. Somebody's going to get mad because this is getting ridiculous. Don't you agree?
Something's got to give. I mean, their fire is not there. As Budnick knocks down, it's going to be a 2. Her foot was right inside of the 3-point line. 17-3.
Yeah. You just can't allow that. They've been allowing Richmond open shots all day. As I told you, Richmond should have at least they should have nearly 30 points by now.
Bala, with her hook shot, it doesn't go off the front. Perez was down there scrapping, but it was Budnick and Katie Hill there for the Spiders.
When is the last time you can tell me that a Dayton team was out physical?
Not since we've covered them.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm not a little bit.
It
of a
doesn't
surprise.
happen.
A little bit of a surprise here. 17-3. Richmond up by 14 right now. Dugan over to Budnick. Knocks down the 3.
Okay. I talked about it before the game. If you allow her to be open, she's effective in all areas. You're gonna pay.
That's a 20-3, and Wolf has the ball.
Wolf's got to get going. Bottom line, somebody's got to start sending some screens for her. If not, then Dayton is going to be in a lot of trouble here.
And Dayton right now,
that ball almost got stolen.
We know Richmond is the number 1 team in this conference as of right now, 6-0. As Perez jump shot bounces off the backboard, off the rim, and a rebound. Yeah. And is this going to Richmond?
No, I think staying with
Dayton.
Staying with Dayton. But yeah, listen. Perez is a really good player, but yeah, she has to go sit down. I mean, I don't know what's going on with her. I mean, she had the open shot there. We know she has the ability, but right now it's just tough for Dayton. Nice pass in. You got to shoot that.
So Smith will give it to Wolf. Fiala's trying to get some position down there against Budnick, but Budnick is giving her the business down there. Waller's 3, no good, and a great effort there by Budnick as Fiala tried to get the rebound, but Budnick knocks it right out of her hand.
Right now, Richmond does not fear Dayton's shot. And when a team does not fear your shot,
it's a recipe for a long night.
Yeah.
20-3, 7:44 left in the second period. They give it over to Smith.
2-3 zone by Richmond still. That 2-3 zone has been beautiful Darrell all night long so far.
Oh, there's nothing but glass on that one. Rebound by Van Arsdale. Up the floor she goes. She sees Ryan on the wing. Back to Hill, who takes it from the other wing. Then drives, hands it off to Van Arsdale, who goes straight underneath. And Fiala will get a piece of that. And that goes flying out of bounds.
Yeah, I like her game going to the basket. However, again, she's a good talented young player, but she needs to kind of dish the ball a little more. Her going inside like that with those trees not going to be effective.
I was intrigued to see if Richmond was going to go to their NASCAR package, as I like to call it, with Van Arsdale and Townsend both in, but they don't go that way. But I don't think they need it at this point as Dugan shoots the 3 and a rebound by Fiala.
Yeah. Fiala has the ability to be a good player. She has the ability to do some good things for this team, but right now they need offense. They got to play good defense, but they got to get this offense going.
And Fiala's a freshman.
Wow, another missed shot.
Fiala is a freshman on this Dayton team, so there's a lot of room for growth for that young lady. As Ryan shoots a 3 off the back, and Fiala gets a rebound up the floor. She's got Jones. Jones, this is the first time I've seen Dayton push it towards the inside. Now Smith has an opportunity, and it's blocked by Katie Hill.
Yeah, Jones has had 3 air balls.
Another block.
but they're gonna call the foul on that. They bailed Dayton out on that one. Jones has had 3 air balls. I mean, she's not been able. She's had 3 where she's not even hit the rim. If you are Dayton right now, you're lucky you're only down potentially 15. You know, it's just been bad.
Jones knocks it down, and that ends the scoring drought.
Yes.
Now,
Almost what, 10 minutes?
It's been a little bit over 10 minutes here
Yeah.
since Dayton has gotten points. The last time they scored, it was 5-3.
But
And
that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to be physical. They're going to have to get inside. But right now, with that 2-3 zone, it's just hurting. It's just hurting Dayton in so many ways.
So 20-5, 15-point lead here for Richmond. Budnick drives inside, knocked away by Smith, and now here comes Wheeler. Little life here for Dayton, and at the end, Katie Hill refuses to let Wheeler make something of it.
Dayton is not good enough to have fast break points right now like that. They're going to have to, if I'm them, you get a steal like that, reset. You got to get Wolf going. Wolf is going to be the key for you to get back into this basketball game.
I don't even know if I've seen Fiala inside with a chance. Second opportunity, and she gets it to go. So
Yeah.
Fiala starting to pick things up a little bit here for Dayton.
Yeah, they're using their size a little bit more, but this is still a 13-point game, and they put themselves in a bad hole.
Dugan. And her elbow jumper's no good, and here comes Jones with the rebound. And this has been a nice little stretch, small stretch here for Dayton. The energy's a little bit different, Rob.
A little bit different, but the thing is that they have to get going here. They have to get going.
Wolf tried to get something on
Yeah,
that, Rob.
and stuff like that is not going to be effective.
Here's Townsend off the floor to Ryan. Looking, Budnick, 3. Oh, and that's rare to see Budnick airball 3, but it happens. Wolf up the floor to Jones. Jones thought about going inside, pull-up jumper. Ooh, and that one
That's
hits
the
off the right
fourth.
side.
That's the 4th time I've seen her basketball hit nothing.
Oh.
Certified dime.
Oh, there's a foul there by Jones. She just did not want her to get those points. But I'll be honest with you, I will argue that she actually had a chance to steal that ball, and at the last second, she just waited.
Well, Dayton's lucky that wasn't technical. She literally pushed her there. I'm surprised it didn't go back to the replay. That wasn't a basketball move. That was a push, and in my opinion, my expert opinion, that should have been free throws, technical on Dayton.
So we do have a timeout, and they're going to go ahead and let that be the media timeout. So 5:18 left in the second period. The score, the Spiders 20, the Dayton Flyers 7. We'll be back here in a little bit on the LegacyMaker Sports Network.
Definitely. Part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. It will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more of a challenge. But in the end, it will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't give up, don't quit. It's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. The new movie, Black Sheep, coming from Legendary Culture Films. A young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets becomes an outcast and the target. And then it turns into war in the city. The movie Black Sheep coming out on Tubi soon. Get ready to go on a wild ride with Legendary Culture Films. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia, 23002 or at 804-405-0330. You can also reach Jack at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Big Jack specializes in soul food cuisine, but he told us one time on the broadcast, if it's comfortable, he will cook it. Once again, everybody, make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking. Last but not least, Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where you need it to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact us at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111. Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let us help safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated, experienced professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Our expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. Make sure you check out Rita Stewart and Legacy Financial Wellness. You can reach Rita at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters and T, on the World Wide Web at legacyfinancialwellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, and by email at rita.stewart at 5ringsfinancial.com.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is 20-7. It is 20-7 here as we are 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in this first half. Rob, right now, Dayton shooting 2 for 21 from the field, 10% right now.
0-3 from three-point land. Richmond's first trip right here at the free throw line. Butnick at the line. If Richmond, sorry about that, folks. If Richmond can start to shoot some free throws, it may get ugly, because it's already ugly, but it may get uglier because this is their first trip at the free throw line and they made it both. But 2 of 21 for field goals, man.
It's just a rough start for Dayton here.
Yeah.
Rough start, 22-7. Trying to get it into Perez, lost it, and Wolf's able to retrieve it somehow. Jones back to Perez. Perez, a little bit of move, tries to go inside, a lot of contact, and another offensive foul.
I think is that her second or third at this point?
That for Miss Perez is her third foul.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're going to have to take her out.
Yeah, they have no other choice.
And they've tried their best to get Perez going. It just hasn't happened. And
yeah,
they're going to have to rely heavily on the freshman, Fiala.
This last 4:57 to go in the second period. I think this would be time for Richmond to put the kill switch in.
Yeah, I mean, it's early and anything can happen. Man, they've got a chance here to really open this up. Inside goes Townsend. Oh, she lost control of it and somehow got it out to Butnick. Butnick trying to move, decides to pump fake and give it over to Dugan. Wing. And her three is no good. Fiala with the rebound.
Yeah. And when I look at Richmond, they're going to have to get better with making these shots. They're doing well, but making these shots and doing some things better on the court, because they will be facing better teams here soon.
And so another miss there. Richmond right now 0 for 5 in their last. They haven't scored in 5 minutes.
Yeah, great job by Towns there, not making that pass, setting things up. Now almost by Butnick, but that was a good job by Towns. That shows her maturity on the basketball.
That was actually it looked good from here, but just a little short, 22-7. 4 minutes and 3 seconds left in the second period as Wolf has control of the basketball here for Dayton, working against Townsend.
Townsend's defense is spectacular.
She tried to sneak that one in.
Yeah.
Looked like she was trying to go to Smith.
Definitely.
And we'll see the freshman Allie Sweeney. That's part of Richmond's future as she comes into the contest, as well as Rachel Alstrom, as Katie Hill and it looks like Butnick are heading out for the Spatters.
Yeah, this team is deep, and I think that's what separates them from a lot of teams here in the A-10. Another turnover, my goodness.
That is turnover number 14 for Dayton.
When you have a player like Wolf on the floor and you cannot set proper screens to get her open for three-point shots, I mean, come on. You've got to get her open. She's a really good basketball player. Shooting almost, 92% from the free throw line? At least try to get her some pick and rolls here and there. It's frustrating.
Richmond has done an amazing job defensively.
Definitely. I will say that. Their defense, that 3-2 zone has been excellent.
Here's a steal. Fiala will get it up to Wheeler. And Wheeler's going to the basket. Tries to get something off the glass. Doesn't go. Smith with a rebound. And Smith puts it in for 2.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They need to get into the paint. They need to rebound and be physical. But for right now, it just feels like Richmond is kind of floating. Doesn't it feel like that? They're just trying to find a flow. Townsend, nice. Beautiful.
Nice.
Up and under. When you need a basket, she comes through.
So right now, things looking beautiful for Richmond. 24-9. As Jones with a nice little fadeaway knocks it down. 24-11.
Yeah, looks like Dayton's getting to a little bit of a rhythm here. Richmond's gonna have to turn the things up a little bit. She's wide open. Misses it for Sweeney, but that's okay. She'll get more opportunities. But yeah, Richmond has shot a lot of 3-point shots. I think that's because of the length of Dayton and trying to avoid that. But they're going to have to start making these shots because Dayton's going to get hot here sooner or later. Nice, almost steal there.
Oh, straight towards
my
us.
Goodness.
Whoa,
Dugan just playing great basketball.
That's
Dugan just playing absolute great defense right now.
That's the second time today I've almost got taken out by a player.
Yeah.
And, earlier in that VCU LaSalle game, it came flying towards the table. VCU with an impressive 66-50 victory over LaSalle to move to 16-2.
Nice shot. As she gets to the line, she gets closely into the paint at the 8-10 sign. Dayton's making a little bit of a run here.
This is nice here for Dayton. So right now, Dayton looking pretty good. They're trying to crawl back in it a little bit. They're only down by 11.
Yeah.
And we know in basketball, anything can go with that. So.
And this is with Perez on the bench. So it almost gets to the point if you're in the second half, do you leave Perez on the bench? Because it's like their flow is they're flowing better. I'm not saying that Perez is a bad player. I'm just saying right now you have to go with the flow of the game.
I think the problem is they've been trying to feed Perez and it just hasn't went their way. And so far, since Fiala has kind of been a nice little addition here, coming off the bench for Dayton. They're down by 13 though right now.
And her being a freshman, she is gonna have to be the future for this basketball team. So it's important. Nice pass. Good job.
Fiala,
good job. Yeah. You can tell her confidence is starting to come up a little bit in this game as it's an 11-point game now.
Oh, Dugan. Rebound there by Alstrom. We haven't heard that much from Alstrom since early in the first. And kicks it out to Townsend. Oh, great steal by Fiala. Okay. 26-15, and Fiala's
and what I like
stepped
is
it up.
Maria Perez is over there. She's cheering on her teammate. The young lady Fiala who comes in and spotted her because of her fouls. She's over there cheering. That shows a good teammate. So if Dayton can continue to do that and the bench can amp their team up, then that's good for them going to the second half.
Right now, Dayton has only played. They've only played 6 players.
Yeah, nice move there.
28-15 with a minute 25, Rob.
Dugan just continues to impress.
There's Wolf driving. Oh, I think she should have took that, Rob.
Yep. I definitely think so as well. But when you're down 13, and see, that's the thing. Richmond hasn't really gotten going yet. That's the scary part. Richmond hasn't really shown what they can do because they know they're the better team. They know that this is going to be a tough stretch coming up here, especially heading into March. And, you don't want to overexert yourself too much. But if Richmond turns it on, we know what they can do.
So 28-15, 13-point lead. And Richmond, it feels like every game they get a little bit better. They play a little bit better. You just see a little something. A little bit of a stagnant moment right now. But when they turn it on, they turn it on.
Yeah.
They turn it off. I haven't seen them turn it off this year.
If you're Dayton, you need to score on these next 2 drives, and you need at least a 3-point shot in one of these next couple of possessions. You have to have one.
If they can get it to single digits before the half, that gives you a little something to work with.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get some confidence here. See right here, set a screen for Wolf. Set a screen and allow her to shoot the ball. It's not that difficult, guys. Come on.
And Wheeler for the 3.
See, that's a horrible shot. You set the screen and allow Wolf to shoot the 3, or at least get to the paint.
Alstrom for 3. And that'll miss and rebound by Smith.
Yeah.
Smith's almost got 10 rebounds. That's her 8th rebound of the day.
Yeah, because Richmond's missing too many shots. Now, get a screen for Wolf. This is where experience comes in. You got to get a screen here and allow her to make the shot.
So Wolf is trying to get something, and Fiala looks like she might make the move for the screen here.
Bring the screen.
And there's a strip by Grace Townsend. Up the floor. 1 second. Does she get it off? And she does. Grace Townsend finishes the half with a breakaway steal. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will send us into the half. Richmond 30-15.
You cannot be stagnant like that. You cannot be stagnant like that. You are in this game. You're the underdog. You're not the best team coming into this game, and you're going to just stay stagnant like that. Just these nonchalant screens. No, you don't have these nonchalant screens. And guess what happens? Grace Townsend steals the ball. You're down by 15 going to the 3rd quarter. Dayton has been lucky. Richmond has missed a lot of shots. Richmond has not been themselves, and you're still down by 15. What's going to happen when Richmond really wants to bring their A game in the second half? Dayton has got to get out the doldrums, and they've got to play better basketball in the second half, or this will be a blowout.
Well,
Just that shameful possession right there for Dayton.
that was a tough one, and
Tough.
you could kind of see Fiala looked like she wanted to do the pick,
Yes.
and I don't know if she was waiting for a
Yes.
signal or something, and
Yes.
it just never happened.
But that's what I'm saying. Those things matter. That's why if you have a player like Perez on the floor, it's like I said, not all her fault with the 3 fouls, but right there you could tell if Perez is on the floor, she makes that screen. You can get the 3-pointer or get the 2, just like the possession before, and you're either looking at an 11-point game or maybe a 10-point game. But now you're looking at a 15-point deficit.
That's a tough goal right there for Richmond. 30-15. We're heading to halftime. We'll be back here in 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, Addie Budnick leading the way right now for the Spiders. She has 13 points on the day.
Shooting
right
the
now.
lights out so
I mean,
far.
having a really good day. Townsend with 6, Alstrom with 2, Dugan with 6, Ryan with 3. For Dayton, we've seen Smith. She's leading the way with 5 points, but she's got 8 rebounds. Jones has 4 points, but she's shooting 1 for 7 from the field with 6 rebounds.
But the bricks.
Yes,
We've seen some major bricks, and it's been crazy. But Richmond has missed so many easy. What's Richmond's percentage from 3-point land right now?
Right now,
They got like 5 for 15, I believe. I think 5 for 16. I'm thinking.
right now 4 for 17
Yeah.
for the Spiders.
4 for 17.
Shooting 24%, so they're not shooting their best 3-point game.
No.
And, the Dayton hasn't been able to capitalize. Now, Dayton shot a smidge better in the second quarter, but it hasn't really been a lot.
How impressed have you? Well, I know I, doing color, have been so impressed by how they've just been able to be as physical with Dayton, because Richmond has that ability to be physical, to be scrappy, and Townsend, her defense on the perimeter so far in this first half has been extraordinary. If you're not able to actually watch this, I can't even put into real words how just great her defense has been on the perimeter, and how physical Dugan has been in the inside.
Yeah, Richmond has done it pretty much from all phases. Not shooting the best, but they've been able to do their thing here. So the score 30-15 here. We'll be back in 13 minutes to bring you more of this broadcast on the Legacy Maker Sports Network. Spiders up up by 15, 30-15.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let us help safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated, experienced professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Our expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. Make sure you check out Rita Stewart and Legacy Financial Wellness. You can reach Rita at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters and T, on the World Wide Web at LegacyFinancialWellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, and by email at rita.stewart@5ringsfinancial.com. Also being brought to you by Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC. You can reach Dr. Demetria Bates at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or at 804-608-9202. Hustle indefinitely. Part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. It will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more of a challenge. But in the end, it will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't give up, don't quit. It's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life. The new movie, Black Sheep, coming from Legendary Cultural Films. A young hustler trying to make the transition from the streets becomes an outcast and the target. And then it turns into war in the city. The movie Black Sheep coming out on Tubi soon. Get ready to go on a wild ride with legendary culture films. Big Jack's Cooking. You can reach Big Jack at 8830 Audubon Road, Amelia, Virginia 23002 or at 804-405-0330. You can also reach Jack at bigjackscooking@gmail.com. Big Jack specializes in soul food cuisine, but he told us one time on a broadcast, if it's comfortable, he will cook it. Once again, everybody, make sure you check out Big Jack's Cooking. Last but not least, Bernard's Towing. If you find yourself in a jam and need help getting your vehicle out of a tough situation, Bernard's Towing is there to help you get your car where you need it to be. Remember, call us once and be hooked. You can contact us at 804-380-2774 or at 804-495-5111.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost back here in just a couple seconds. We'll be back to bring you the broadcast in just a little bit. Once again, everybody, I'm Darrell, Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network, alongside Robb Johnson, as we get ourselves ready for a second half to see, hey, in basketball is a game of runs. But right now, Dayton's going to have to really pull something out here if they want to get back into this contest.
17 turnovers to 7 is not good as I come back to life.
So we're back here, and it looks like we'll see Jones, Wheeler, Fiala, and we'll see, it's like Smith and Wolf.
And you see what I said? The adjustment for Fiala, they're going to have her in the second half, start the game, because they're going to need to save Perez.
I think it's a smart move. I mean, you wait till later in the third, see how it goes from there, maybe even the fourth, depending on how the play goes.
Yeah.
And so Dugan has it. They're early here in the third quarter. And Dugan falling to the ground. 2 points for Dugan.
Certified special.
Oh, man, what a great play.
Certified special. That's what that was.
8 points for Dugan on the day and extends the Spider lead to 17 as we see Smith go inside, adjusting, trying to make something happen. Wheeler will tip it. Wolf had a chance at the jump shot, changes her mind, gives it to Fiala. Then they use the pick. As you see Wolf go to the baseline, and she'll swing it out to Fiala. 9 seconds on the shot clock, and it's going to be on the floor here, and Dayton will keep possession.
Not even a minute, and we already got fouls. Not even a minute in, and we already got fouls.
At least it's not an offensive foul this time.
Oh, my goodness. And they actually set a screen there.
I've seen a lot of offensive fouls in this one.
Yes, sir.
32-15. And Smith takes a dribble. Smith, a little bit of a bright spot for this team with the 8 rebounds, but that's about it. She's averaging a double-double in the season. Oh, man.
I'm surprised they didn't call a turnover there as well.
Ryan went flying, and Smith.
She's hurt.
That is not what you want right there.
No, she's all right. She's holding the back of her knee.
And and this team is already shorthanded.
Yes.
And you don't need your double-double machine to be down. And that's Adriana Smith. Man, that's a tough one.
She's holding the back of her knee. Give me a second.
So
go ahead, Darrell.
Yeah, she fell. When she fell down on it, you saw her like immediately grab the back of her knee, and she's not in excruciating pain, but she definitely is not moving the way you would like to see, and you can tell she's a little bit tense with the knee. As coach and the staff were over there checking in on her, so this could be a big blow for Dayton.
And you don't want to speculate, but those are PCL injuries.
Oh,
so yeah, that's where the PCL is, and the way she was grabbing. Not saying it is a PCL injury, but just saying, because I've had injuries before. All types of. Never had an ACL, nothing like that. But yeah, when you grab the back of the knee like that, that is sometimes a PCL injury, and they're going to see if they can. They're going to cover her face with the towel. They're going to put the towel on the knee.
I don't know exactly what's happening. They're going to try to get her up, but
but they need a trainer out there right now. They got to be careful.
She can't put any weight on that.
No, she can't. I think the trainers are out there, which is good, but they're going to have to. They're going to get her. They're going to have to give her some treatment. Not treatment, but they're going to get her X-ray right away because the way she grabbed at the back of that leg, it definitely could be a PCL injury.
They just can't afford this. Right now, they are only 8 deep, and now with Smith being gone, more likely they're at 7, and they're forced to put Perez back in a little bit early.
Yeah.
Than what they wanted to.
Here's the problem: if Perez fouls out, you only have 2 other players on the bench,
and that's where the issue comes in.
This is just tough to see. It's tough to see, really.
32-15. The Spiders have the ball. 8 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the third period. And right now, the Spiders in cruise control, 17-point lead. As Budnick drives to the basket against Wolf. That's rough. Addie Budnick, that's a mismatch with her and Wolf. A great up and under there by Budnick.
You know what I'm about to say, right? Certified special. We got the certified down, we got the certified special. That was special. She just took the defense to the lane and she completely owned them. Completely owned them. That was just.
I don't want to say they're scoring at will, but it feels like
she
it at
scored
times.
at will.
It feels like it at times.
She went in there and she paid her mortgage and she made them pay hers for the next 6 months.
So 20-point lead here for Richmond, 35-15.
Wow.
And Wheeler has the ball. We'll give it over to Fiala. And then inside to Perez, blocked by Budnick.
Wow.
And Budnick is continuing to have herself a really good day. That's her third block.
Nice spin there. That was beautiful. She's open. She's got that.
Oh, Budnick
Oh, man.
couldn't get it to go. And Katie Hill almost had the rebound, but it rolled along the back of Jones.
It looked good, but, man, if they can start making these threes, it's wow.
Nice little layup there by Jones.
That was certified special right there. That was special, definitely. We need more of that from her if they're going to get back to this basketball game.
Now, Anissa Jones able to get that one, 35-17. And good ball movement here by the Spiders. We see Townsend give it over to Budnick. Move over to Dugan, being guarded by Fiala. Fiala trying her best here against
Are you
Dugan.
serious?
She was,
if she had made that, that would have been a
it would have been crazy.
This place would have erupted.
Wolf looking across court to Wheeler. And Wheeler going to try to drive. Goes up for two, and it doesn't go. Right now, Wheeler has no points. 0 for 5 on the day for Wheeler. 35-17. Hill working against Wheeler with the right hand. Doesn't go. And we got Fiala with the rebound.
Yeah. This huge capacity crowd is just waiting to erupt on something.
I will say this is definitely one of the nicer crowds that we've seen here for the Spiders this season. I mean, the 16-3 team, they definitely deserve the credit. And Fiala with a nice go there with the layup.
Having her and Perez on the court for me is interesting. And you know something? I think Coach took that timeout because I think he's seeing what I'm seeing. That combination, Dayton, I'm not saying Dayton has found something. I'm not going to say that. She's walking. That's good. That's good.
Oh,
and
man.
like I said, I didn't want to speculate on a PCL injury, but usually when you hold the back of your knee like that, possibly. So hopefully that's not the case, and hopefully she's fine. But they're so short right now as far as their bench. But when you look at those two players on the same Fiala, and you look at Perez on the court, they may have found a little something. They have found just a little bit of something. So maybe you go with it for a while and see what you can do.
Well, we got 6 minutes and 46 seconds. And it's interesting because, let's see, I mean, Fiala and Perez are 6'3", 6'4", respectively. So you basically have two centers in there playing right now. Maybe Fiala more of a stretch four if you want to go about that route. But you got two centers in there with someone that would be considered a power forward per se, and then you have a guard. So it's a little bit rough.
Well, let me make it a little easier for the audience. Fiala is that, like you said, that stretch four. She's very athletic. Perez is more of that player where if you can shoot the three and she's defending you, you have a great opportunity of getting that shot off. Now, on the other case, you're not going to get the shot off against her all the time against Fiala because she's so long. And again, her only being a freshman, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. She just has to get her feet wet just a little bit more,
Yeah, and I think, especially with the lineup that they have or with the depth they have, she's definitely getting a lot of valuable experience. And 2 to 3 years from now, maybe even next year, who knows how good Fiala can be. Yeah,
and like I said, it's early, but Budnick right now leading the team with 16 points. Richmond, see, this is the thing about Richmond. It's not about, and I think the coach took that time off for a reason. This is not about Dayton. This is about the rest of the regular season and into the playoffs. Meaning, and I mean this, you're going to play better teams. You cannot be 4 of 18 when you go to VCU.
No.
Or when you play St. Louis, because you're going to get beat. And I think coach is taking this as a teaching moment. Like, look, guys, yes, you're up by 16, but we're not playing good basketball. See, there's a difference between playing good basketball and getting to the next level being playing great basketball. Richmond wants to play great basketball, so if they want to accomplish that, they're going to have to be better than 4 of 18 for three-point land.
Exactly.
The free throws, you're going to have to be better than 5 for 5 at this point. You know why? Because you're going to need those in these tougher games.
Yeah, and I think this is a good teaching moment here for Richmond. Now, they must have went to the media timeout here because this is a very long 30-second or full timeout. So they must have went media timeout.
No, I think Coach called that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he called that because he looked very frustrated. But again, that's great coaching because you're not settling. And think about this: this team wins, they go 7-0 in the A10. Who would have thought that coming into the season?
I thought that this team would be good, 7-0 good, maybe not. Did they have the potential? Yes. But I have been pleasantly surprised by Richmond, and they beat a very tough VCU team a couple weeks ago. VCU starting to get their stride back. We got a chance, Rob, to see have an all Richmond final in the A10. I know that's jumping the gun, but the way both of those teams are playing right now, it's a big opportunity, big possibility.
Most definitely.
All right, here we go. We're back. Third quarter. 6 minutes and 41 seconds left in the third quarter. 35-19. As you see, the Spiders with a 16-point lead. Dugan working against Fiala, and her layup won't go, but a rebound by Jones. Now Jones will take control, being guarded by Grace Townsend here. And you see Dugan went flying, and Fiala had a chance to grab it here.
Yeah. But I want to point something out. I know this is a 16-point game. I want to point something out. Richmond, after this game, Duquesne, St. Louis. Even though I mentioned St. Louis, they're 7-12, but they're still dangerous. Fordham, and then you have Rhode Island's tough. George Washington, and then you got VCU on the 14th of February. So Richmond's got a couple of games coming up here that's not going to be too hard. So they're going to have to use these games to get ready because that VCU and George Washington game are going to probably be their toughest.
Yeah, they had a really tough matchup against George Washington back in December at George Washington.
Yeah.
And they'll be back here for that one. 35-19. Townsend driving. She lost control of it. Able to get it back, though.
That would have been special.
So Budnick over to Hill in the corner.
Look at the vision. Look at the vision with Budnick. Look at the vision.
Now Budnick working against
that's just too
Cleveland.
easy.
First time we've seen her today. And to be honest with you, Cleveland might be in out of necessity because they've got to be winning.
Yeah, but again, Coach, and I guarantee you, Coach will tell anybody this. They're not making the shots that they need to make, but Dayton is also, their length is affecting Richmond. So this is a good litmus test for them. This is good for them to make some adjustments, go back in the lab and figure some stuff out. Still being up by 16 is pretty good. Can't complain about that.
No, not at all. No. And so they do bring back in. It's a good sight to see Smith back in the contest. And she looks like she's able to run. So that's a good deal, Rob.
Yeah, definitely. 4 of 19 now for Richmond. They got to be better than that. I know we're being a little hard right now, but it's critical that they continue to grow during this. I'm not gonna say easy stretch, but this stretch where they'll be favored.
And so Wheeler still can't get things going. There's been a couple of tough games for some people. Wheeler, who's a starter right now, 23 minutes, 0 points, 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point land. Hasn't been to the free throw line. And on the Richmond side, Katie Hill, 0 for 3, but she does have 5 rebounds, 2 fouls, a turnover, and a block. So those two starters haven't been able to get anything going.
Listen, all these stats are great, right? But there's one stat that just makes me absolutely disgusted. Ivy Wolf has 1 3-point attempt. That can't happen. That can't happen. You're not going to win if you're Dayton if you let that happen.
Ostrom knocks down the 3.
If she gets going, it's it. That's it.
Here's the crazy thing. 5 points. That's it for Ostrom so far.
Yeah. They haven't needed her to be special off the bench. And that bench is special.
Jones will find Fiala. Thought about the jumper from behind the free throw line. Gives it over to Wheeler. Back to Wolf for a 3-point attempt. And it's off the back of the rim. Rebound by Ostrom.
I mean, even though she missed it, I need her to attempt those. Nice.
And Arsdale, offensive foul.
Wow.
Number 6. Big for Dayton.
See, the referees sometimes have got to not do things like that because you kill the flow of the game. The flow of this game, as you can see, has been way off. And I go back to Dayton in the first half. They had a play. I believe it was go back to her name, give me really quick. Adriana Smith, right? Adriana Smith.
Yes.
She had a really good drive on the left side. Called offensive foul. Stuff like that kills the flow of the game. And if you're Dayton and you're trying to get back in this game, it's not good for your confidence. Look at that. They got Dayton, they got Fordham, and then they got George Washington. Fordham, George Washington. There's a lot. Those are the home games, but they have some other games on the road as well. We could be looking at a 20-win plus win Richmond team going to that VCU
Yeah,
game.
now their all-time record is 26, and I thought about that earlier this season. They've got a chance to definitely get over 20, and depending on how far they go, they could reach that mark if they continue to play as well.
By
as
the
they have.
VCU game, they can have 22 wins. Depending on how that game goes. So by VCU, they would have 22, so 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. They have an opportunity to win 28 games. At least if they
It would
run the
be
table.
amazing if they can be in 28 games. But
Yeah, this team has all the ingredients, and again, that's the issue. If you're the A10, you're dealing with a Richmond Lady Spiders team who at times is not even playing their best football. I'm sorry. I'm
basketball.
sorry. Their
You knew-
best
I
basketball.
knew what you meant.
But no. But you know something? If you really think about it, this is almost like a football team. Grace Townsend with her great passing, and then they are so tough. You can basically call the paint, the trenches, like an offensive defensive line because they are so tough in that area. And Dayton is having so many issues converting because Richmond is so tough. This is not if Richmond somehow wins the A10 tournament and they go into the NCAA tournament, we've already seen them play some top tier teams. You know, the what do you call it?
Power Five.
The Power Five.
Yeah.
Yes, they're gonna be scrappy.
Right.
They played a Duke team earlier this season who was very good. I think if they played Duke right now, Duke would probably be favored by 10, 15 points.
I think they would be a lot closer than what we
Yeah.
saw back earlier in the season.
Yeah.
And they, like I said, they had Michigan State when they had them. They also had a chance against Villanova to win that game, and it just didn't happen late. And those are all road games. None of those games were at home. They played Duke last year at home, and it didn't go the way they would like. But, here's the thing. We've also seen this Richmond team beat UVA last year.
Yes.
So this team has been growing for a couple of years now.
They've been growing, and again, I think these are coaching moments where coaches telling his players, look, guys, if we put it all together, if Richmond had put it all together in this game, they would literally have 60 points right now. It'd be 60-19.
Yeah, this hasn't been their best shooting performance, and I think Coach would say that after this game.
Yeah.
And I think that's hurt them.
But it's encouraging because you know what you can do.
You know
That's the
how
thing.
good you can be.
You know how good you can be. You know what your potential is.
All right, so the media timeout is over. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left in the third period. 38-19. It's the Spider show right now. As now the Spiders bringing on the full court press here, up by 19 here in the third.
That shows what type of team they are. They're not backing down. They want to get this thing over in this 2-3 zone, which is just hurting Dayton to the core.
But Jones inside for two, doesn't go. Fiala got a piece of it, but it will go out on her. It will be Spiders basketball. And Jones' day continues to get a little rough, 2 for 11.
When your foundation is defense, you can do anything. And that's Richmond's foundation is defense.
So 38-19. 19-point lead. Under 4 minutes in the third period. And Austin has the ball at the top being guarded by Smith. We'll give it over to Bo, and a traveling violation.
Wow. Look at Coach. Coach is looking like, what?
I've got the same. I think I have the same look that Coach Russell has. I didn't see it.
But let me give Richmond some credit. You can tell these Richmond players that they hang out together. You can tell that they they are friends outside the court because their communication is just excellent. Great communication on the court.
38-19. Oh, and driving to the basket there was Smith, and she thought I saw her limp a little bit, but maybe that just might have been me.
Listen, man, she's still hurt. She's still hurt, but she understands.
She's playing through it.
She's playing through something because she knows her team needs her. That's bottom line. She's hurt, but she's not going to let it show.
All right, so now Wolf will take advantage in. Gives it inside to Fiala. Knocked away there by Van Arta. She's able to get it back. But Fiala couldn't get it to go as Ostrom gets the rebound. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the period. Van Arsdale going straight to the basket, pulls out Alstrom 3 off the front of the rim, rebound Wolf.
Teacher Mama teacher Mama for there for Arsnick. She, if I'm saying her name correct, Arsnick, correct?
Van Arsdale.
Van Arsnick, yeah. Teacher Mama. She should have made that pass a little bit earlier. If she made that pass earlier, that would have been that shot would have been made. She waited too long, and it kind of a lot of defense collapsed on the shooter. So
Fiala will give it over to Jones, being guarded by Alstrom. And then Wolf, spin move. Nice move by Wolf, but doesn't go. Rebound by Alstrom.
she's been off, and when she's off, this team has no chance of winning a basketball game. Good pass there.
Alstrom for 3. Oh, and that's off the back of the rim. Rebound by Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale all by herself.
Nice job. Certified special. And that goes back to hustle. That goes back to one of the shorter player on the court, but she hustled and got the ball. That's wow.
Oh, man, 40-19. You know, I'm going to tell you what made that play for Van Arsdale. Smith tried to go over and help, and it just left her wide open.
Yeah. Van Arsdale drives in. And like I said, she has to improve on her passing a little bit. Earlier passing, good job there. Rachel, yeah, good shot there. But she has to improve on getting the passes off a little bit faster. However, just you can see just how good of a player she is and her ability to have vision on the court.
7-0 run right now for the Spiders. Dayton is 0 for 7. 0 for 7 in their last 7 shots, 1 for 9 in their last 9, and they haven't scored in almost 5 minutes, Rob.
Well, right now you're down 23. If you're ever going to make a run, you got to start now because you're not. 19 points to 3 quarters is not good.
And it's going to be a tough mountain to climb with the way the Spiders team is playing.
Exactly. But again, you have to give credit to Richmond's defense. Their defense has been extraordinary.
It's suffocating at times.
Yes, it has.
Wheeler driving inside, trying to get her first basket, and it does not go. Off the right side, rebound by Dugan.
We got to start calling this the Anaconda defense.
I'm telling you, man, it's been all over. Oh, it's stolen there by Jones. Good effort there by Jones with the steal. And here come the Flyers. Fiala was calling for, but I don't think she saw her. Jones driving along, blocked by Ryan.
Yeah.
They're going to call foul on that
because
one.
Once they wrap around you, that's it. You might as well make peace with your maker.
And so we'll see Cleveland come back in. So Saja Cleveland coming in, the redshirt freshman.
The last thing you want to see is a big, nasty, ugly spider. And they're seeing that big, nasty, ugly spider right now because, it's just bad. It's just bad because when you have to play a defense, like I said, this Anaconda type defense where they suffocate you, it takes so much out of you. And when you don't have much of a bench, you don't get much rest, it has to be demoralizing. It just has to be.
I mean, you can see from here, Fiala looks winded on the sideline.
Yeah.
Just winded. 22-point lead here for the Spiders. With 1 minute and 12 left in the third. Van Arsdale jumper, count it.
Van Arsdale is, and you already have Townsend, and she don't have to even play that much. I mean, think about this. Think about what this team has.
It's a NASCAR package, man.
Yes, it is.
It's a NASCAR package. They've got a lot of speed at that guard position, and they're really a problem when they're both in the game.
And when you're as tough as they are, that's a bigger issue.
Oh, that was a good job there by Smith.
That was a good job.
Smith.
And many people would say, why didn't they do this earlier in the game? Well, problem is that Richmond will only give you so many opportunities.
And they just couldn't capitalize on the ones they did.
No.
Oh, knocked away, and here comes Jones. Jones working it all the way. Can she get the 2? And she does. 44-24.
But you got to think about it. At one time, Dayton was 2 of 21 from the field.
Here's the thing. I mean, they're 10 for 44 right now from the field. Richmond 17 for 46. 0 for 3 from three-point line right now for Dayton. Alstrom's 3 is no good. 5 seconds left. Smith going to try to push it. 2 seconds left. Smith for the 3 and off the glass, and that will send us to the fourth quarter, Rob.
We just got to say it. Dayton has been the antithesis of consistent today.
It's been tough.
Yeah.
Been a tough deal here for Dayton. Is 44-24 as we enter the fourth quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here on the LegacyMaker Sports Network in just a minute to give you a little bit on the fourth quarter.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Legacy Financial Wellness with Rita Stewart. Let us help safeguard your family's future while you focus on living your best life. Discover the peace of mind that comes with having the right financial plan in place. Rita Stewart is a dedicated, experienced professional ready to guide you on your financial journey. Our expertise lies in helping clients create a robust and enduring financial foundation to build on into the future. Make sure you check out Rita Stewart and Legacy Financial Wellness. You can reach Rita at 804-677-7555, on Instagram at Money Matters and T, on the World Wide Web at legacyfinancialwellness.com, on Facebook at Legacy Financial Wellness, and by email at rita.stewart@5ringsfinancial.com. Also being brought to you by Bates Virtual Health and Consultants, LLC. You can reach Dr. Demetria Bates at www.batesvirtualhealth.com or at 804-608-9202. Hustle indefinitely. Part-time is not an option. Hustle indefinitely. This is a mindset you must keep in order to reach your goals. It will not be easy, and many will try to discourage you, making it more of a challenge. But in the end, it will make you stronger mentally and physically. So no matter what, don't give up, don't quit. It's not just a clothing line, it's a way of life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Fourth quarter underway. Spiders up by 20, 44-24. Dugan for three. Make it 47-24. Unconscious from three-point line is Dugan.
Certified special. That young lady just might lead her team to an A-10 championship, and we'll be here for it.
You ain't never lie about that one, sir. Smith has the basketball, drives, kicks it out to Wolf on the corner. And inside to Smith. Oh, nice body move there, and just can't get it to go.
You know, here's the thing about Dayton. Just like that cold front we just felt, they've been cold all day. And here's the scary part as well. Dugan has 11 points. Only 11. Think about that.
Yeah, Dugan's been really special, throughout this season. And even though right now, she's, maybe not the best Dugan game, 4 for 11, but that's what makes this Spider team special, Rob. They never know.
Townsend.
Yeah.
Grace Townsend. Whatever. I don't need to be special today. I mean, it's just there's so many weapons. If they stay healthy, the sky's the limit.
Here's the thing. There are legitimately 4 people on this team that could win A-10 Player of the Year.
Yeah.
4, not 1, 4.
Yeah.
And that's Dugan, Budnick, Grace Townsend, and even Austin coming off the bench. She's definitely going to win.
And honestly, I don't think they even care if one of them win. They want a championship.
Dugan.
Special. I'm going to keep saying it. If she keeps going to the floor and doing it, I'm going to call it. Certified special.
That's 13
Not many
points.
dimes today, but a lot of special.
Yep, 13 points for Dugan. And, she's averaging 16 on the year. But that's what I say. Those 4 women are leading in some categories, or they've just been special throughout the year. They're definitely all 4 going to make the all-conference team. At least they should. You
can tell Richmond practices very hard. And not just hard, but they practice with detail.
49-26, 23-point lead for the Spiders here with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth. Van Arsdale has it. Give it over to Dugan. I'll hand it off to Torrin Rogers. Rogers trying to work here against Smith. And now Dugan and Fiala.
I get Dugan out of the game right now. I think this would be her last possession. I get Dugan out of the game. You can't afford for her to get hurt. You can't afford for anybody to get hurt. But Dugan especially, I think you get her out of the game at this point.
Nice cleanup there by the Spiders.
Yeah, it's 51-26. You need to get her out of the game.
It looks like we might see Kaylee Lewandowski coming in the game for the first time.
Nice move.
They've got to be winded.
Yeah, see, look. Did you see the way she hit the floor? You see the way she hit the floor? You've got to get her out the game. You got to get her out the game.
Dugan 3. Maybe not just yet, Rob.
Yeah, no. I don't care about that she made that shot. I care about the fact that I don't care about the statistics. You need to get her out the game. And I don't understand why they're bringing Grace Townsend in. I mean, at this point, it's a 54-26 game. And it's just how I feel. You need to listen. You have your bench players who are important. And it's a team game, I get it. But you cannot afford an injury here. And you see the way Dugan fell there? See where she fell?
Yeah.
You're one bad fall away from an injury.
And a 28-point lead at this point.
Yes.
I feel like at some point here, Coach Russell is going to start rotating those players in. Definitely Kaylee Lewandowski looks like she'll be coming in. But I agree with you, Rob. You got to protect it. You got a long stretch here. And this team has been amazing. So
I get it. I get it. There's points to be had. There's potential in getting Player of the Year and records. But the only thing that Richmond needs to be worried about right now is winning an A-10 championship. This is their best opportunity since I believe they've been in this conference to win an A-10 championship. As we said before, you have a lot of, I don't want to call them cupcakes, but you have a lot of winnable games coming up. You need to make sure that, yes, you get your reps, but you need to be healthy because come hell or high water, on the 14th of February, it's going to go down. Yep. Richmond wants VCU. VCU wants Richmond. And again, no offense to anybody on the schedule, but we know what the game of the year is going to be.
Yeah, that second matchup is going to be huge for VCU because VCU led that first matchup against Richmond for the first 38 minutes of that contest. And it wasn't until the last 2 minutes where you saw Richmond take the lead for good and end up winning by 7. They've got that on their minds. And that's going to be a big matchup on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
They call it the day of love.
Richmond has 11 turnovers. And again, we're not nitpicking here, folks. We're not nitpicking here, Richmond Lady Spires fans. What we're saying is that when you go against a VCU, when you go against a better team in this A-10 conference, they're not going to shoot 0 of 8 from three-point land. No. Especially when they've had open opportunities. They're not going to shoot that bad of percentage. Richmond, on the other hand, 32 rebounds to 25. That's impressive when you look at Dayton's length. However, again, Richmond has to prioritize. You have this huge lead right now. You're up 28 points. You're up 28 points. I was barely to say 30, but almost they didn't make one more basket. But you're up 28 points. Take advantage of this. Get your players out and call it a day.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, about to get back into this.
And just a real quick update, ladies and gentlemen, and this is to everyone out there who doubted Mr. Lamar Jackson. Lamar was the MVP. 16 of 22, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 rushes, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Boom, bam, be quiet.
The Baltimore Ravens, ladies and gentlemen, heading to the AFC Championship game. Yep.
The AFC Championship goes through Baltimore. Good luck. And we know if Josh Allen wins tomorrow, everybody's going to be on his stuff, but Lamar's got something to say about it.
We'll see if the Ravens can make that happen here next week as they'll host the AFC Championship game. I believe that'll be a 3 o'clock game, but we'll find out there in just a few minutes. We'll get back to action here as Wheeler misses her shot, and we see Perez back in for the first time in a little bit. 54-26. 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in this fourth period. 28-point lead for the Spiders. Wheeler takes it from the corner. Being guarded by Alstrom over to Smith. And Smith trying to work it against Dugan. Looks inside to Perez. And Perez's shot is no good as Budnick and Dugan were all over Perez. Up the floor comes Dugan. Dugan back to Budnick. Budnick over to Lewandowski, who lost control. But Townsend is there to clean it up.
Would you have Townsend in the game this late? I just wouldn't. I don't know.
I think probably under the 5-minute mark, you got it at that point.
Certified special. See, this is what I was talking about. Richmond was having trouble early with the three-point shots. Now they're starting to hit. And when they start hitting those threes, it's trouble.
And Dugan's got 19 points. And now I'm not going to say it snuck up, but it kind of snuck up because he's had a tough first half, and now cruising.
But that just shows how good of a basketball team they are.
31-point lead.
And we can critique this team because we know how good they are. It's not a criticism. It's more of we know how good you are and we know what your potential is. And their potential is scary.
Jones' shot goes nowhere. Perez got the rebound. It looked like she tried to sneak it over to Smith, but it was knocked out of bounds, and it is Spider basketball.
Looking at Maria Perez, I feel bad for her right now. It just doesn't look like she's having the season she wants. So hopefully they can get it together. But right now, it's just not going good for Dayton.
Townsend driving in and puts it in for two. Grace Townsend, 8 points for Grace. 59-26, 33-point lead.
Richmond is showing late what they're all about, and I hope everybody in the A-10 is paying attention.
And
Finally got one to go. I'm proud of her.
Jones has struggled, but right now this team is shooting 10 for 50, 51.
Say that again.
10 for 51.
Wow.
Up and under Dugan, 21 points for Dugan.
Special. Certified special. Did you see what she just did to her? Did you see what Dugan just did to her?
Beautiful job by Dugan.
Oh, my gosh.
Right now, Dugan with 21 points. And she's 7 away from her career high / season high of 28 points. And Maria Perez finally gets one to go under the basket. They have tried all game to get her going under the basket.
It's not gonna be this game, but maybe that gives her some confidence.
Agreed 100%. Dugan working against Smith. Up and under Dugan, and she kind of just lollipopped it up there, couldn't get it to go.
Oh.
And then
you see that? You see that coach right there?
Coach Russell.
Look at that. It's a 31-point lead. He's like, let's go. See, that's what separates Richmond for so many other teams. You're up by 31. You're still coaching hard like that. That shows you what Richmond is all about.
And I think, nice job there by Smith. As they're going to make it a 29-point game, 61-32.
Because Coach sees bigger. He sees bigger than this game. Especially ask him that. Ask him that after the game if you can talk to him about just how he stays consistent, even through a 30-point lead, because he sees what this team has. He sees this team has to continue to get better game by game, moment by moment, because they have so much more of a bigger goal in mind.
I think that's what I love about Coach Russell. I mean, no matter what the situation is, like you said, you're seeing it here, 29-point lead, and he is still coaching hard. He gave Lewandowski an earful there about something, but he just cares.
Yeah.
His team is good.
Yeah.
And so Smith will head to the free throw line here and try to make this a 28-point game, and she does with the free throw.
Yeah, Richmond had a violation. They had to reshoot the ball there. She missed the second one, but they had a violation there. So I'm sure that's something Coach will bring up in film study. Probably have them run a couple more laps.
So Fiala comes in, 61-33. Ostrom driving to the basket, and down goes Wheeler. And Ostrom puts it in for two.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's got 9. I mean, she has the ability to score 30. Townsend has the ability. Look at Townsend. Look at Grace Townsend. Just special. Richmond putting a stank on this one.
And now I think Coach is bringing in Allie Sweeney. She's gonna take over for Townsend.
Yeah.
Fiala, that's a travel.
Got to travel, yeah. Richmond showing this fourth quarter. We're gonna put the stank on this one. You guys do not belong on the floor with us.
It has been an onslaught by the Spiders.
Yeah. Not kidding about that one.
Well-coached basketball team.
Well-coached basketball team. And Dayton is as well. They just, unfortunately, right now, they just don't have the numbers.
I think that's what it is.
that goes to Richmond's defense. I have more freedom over shooting through.
Substitution timeout for the Spiders on number 10. And for the Flyers, number 42.
For the first time in this contest, we get to see Eleanor Money.
The Spiders number 10 moving along to Spiders third. 2 shots on Money.
Seven to 38. It's like the only veteran they have on the board right now is Austin. He's still not about 31. He's still upset on the sideline.
Exactly.
Just came in the last couple of minutes.
Spiders number 10 moving along to the second.
36 seconds left in this
14 fouls. And 3 marking returns from the line for the Spiders.
I didn't see that one coming that way, but man, oh man.
Traveling.
Oh man, 22. 22 turnovers.
And again, Richmond owns
Jones with 13, Smith had 12, Wilson
Our final score today, your Atlantic 10 leading Richmond Spiders 72 to 39. Thanks for watching today's game. You're the Rebel Center. Please come back on Saturday, February 3rd for our Flame for K game. against the Fort Rams with the tip-off same tonight, 6 p.m. As we do out in 7-9, please check on your area, make sure you have your belongings, and then drive home safely. And now for all the kids and kids at heart, come on down to the floor, grab a basketball, and enjoy 30 minutes of post-game play.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. And that line is to get that.
I mean, it's